Hi, it's Janelle with Parsnips and Parsimony, and today I'm going to be doing a quick overview of what I am planning on using for the 2017-2018 school year for my fourth grader. Now, my son Peter is going into fourth grade. However, he has struggled with learning how to read, and he is somewhat dyslexic. That is something we've had to work through over the last couple schooling years. He is making much better progress than he was, but it's still a slow journey. So when you see some of these books, you'll notice that some of his language arts curriculum is going to be behind. That is because that is where he is currently, and I know that at some point he's going to catch up. My oldest daughter was a slow reader from early on, and now she just reads constantly. So it's just one of those slow processes that every child is different, and we are just taking it in stride. The first thing I want to show you guys is our math curriculum. We're using the Abeka third grade curriculum because I love the Abeka for the elementary ages. He'll be doing some multiplication, some subtraction, some division, and Roman numerals, and just pretty much anything a kid would be normally learning in third grade. I like how it's set up, and it seems to work really well for our family. For language, we're going to be using Language Smarts B from the Critical Thinking Company. I started this with Peter when he started having some issues with his reading because it is just the speed that he needs it to have. I found that working with phonics with Peter is the best thing, and this is very, very phonics based. So we will be using this curriculum for his language arts curriculum. For his vocabulary, we're going to be using Wordly Wise, Book 2. This, Charity and John, my older two children, have been using for several years, and they really liked it a lot. When we first started homeschooling, I was doing the Abeka spelling and poetry and vocabulary, but it just did not flow with our family well, and this seems to fit in very nicely. It's not too intense, but it's just enough for a child to learn what he needs to learn. Because Peter has been struggling with his reading, we are using and working through a book called Alpha-phonics. Now, I've used lots of different phonics programs with Peter, but this one was recommended to me from a lady whose son was also dyslexic and has been extremely successful in life. So it's from Samuel Blumenfeld, and it has worked wonders with Peter. I have seen the most progress with Peter in his reading by using this book. And I know you're probably looking at these pictures going, this looks so drab, but it works, because I was thinking the same thing. You gotta be kidding me. This is not gonna work. But it is working so well for Peter, and I'm going to be sticking with that, and I am so excited to see him really take off and do so much better with his reading. For spelling, we're going to continue on with the Modern Curriculum Press spelling workout. He really likes this from his other grades that we've been working on, and we're going to continue on with it. Again, it's really just basic spelling words, and then a little section of activity, if you want to call it, for each day for 5 days. Very easy to follow. You don't need a teacher's manual for it, and that's what I think I like the most about it, is because I can fit this in anytime, anywhere. When I'm in the middle of, if I'm working with the other kids, I can just give this to him, or if I have a 10-minute block here, I can just do it with him. It really works quite well with our family. For handwriting, you may be interested in, if you have a left-handed writer, this book is solely for left-handed people to learn cursive. So if you're wondering why it looks a little funky, it's because Peter's a lefty. He really wanted to learn cursive, and considering him struggling with the dyslexia, I thought this was a nice change of pace. I have not used this curriculum before, but his handwriting, it seemed like something he would enjoy, and he's excited about learning cursive. For science, I am jumping back into the Abeka because I really like the Abeka for some of their products, and this will just be reading through this. I do not do a whole lot with the busy work aspect of it, but we will read through it and discuss it, and then as things pique our interest, we will just stop and then go to the library and check out or do online videos and just learn more about that until we've covered everything. I've used this book with the other kids, and they've always loved the Abeka science, so we're going to stick with that. For health, again, we're still in the Abeka. We're moving right along with our 4th grade curriculum, but health in our family is really not a huge issue. If you're new to our channel, I've been an EMT for 16 years, and the topic of health is a constant discussion in our family. So again, we just pretty much read through here, and then if there's something exciting or that piques their interest, we'll stop, and again, we'll do some exploring. For our history and geography, again, we're back in the Abeka and doing the same thing like we do with the other books. We're going to be reading through them. And then this year, because it's 4th grade, New York State requires us to do a study on our state. So we have the Abeka State Notebook, which he will be going through and using that to study New York State. That pretty much covers everything that we're going to be doing for this upcoming school year. Again, a lot of this may change if Peter starts progressing more quickly or if something just needs to be changed because it's not working for us. But that is my plan right now for the 2017-2018 school year. For Peter, who's going into 4th grade, be sure to check out my other videos of what I will be doing with my other kids for the 2017 and 2018 school year. There should be a playlist on the right side of your screen. Make sure you subscribe and hit that little red bell button next to the subscribe button so you'll get notifications whenever I post a new video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the description below, and we will see you for our next video. Bye!